Welcome back to game two of Standard between Colron Chambers and Tyler Adams. Again, Colron's on the top and Tyler's on the bottom. Colron took a pretty entertaining game one with his unique black-red brew. Well, we're on to game two. Tyler appears to be on. It's kind of a variation on the blue-white. It's just standard white. That was probably featured by Saffron Olive earlier in the week. Hush Mentor, you don't really see that one in Standard too much. It's an interesting card with a lot of potential, but just hasn't always made an appearance. And he's always watching again. He's pretty safe with the always watching because when Colron's on red-black, they don't tend to have enchantment removal, which is kind of a trait of green decks, and possibly white that can exile. Harsh Mentor kind of shines in formats where there are fetches, so he's going to do 2 damage every time there's a fetch. We see Key to the City this time. This is, you discard a card, and one creature can't be blocked this turn. There's the aerial responder again. He's going to just get a pump from always watching, but he's already got vigilance. So 3/4 lifelinker now. Yeah, and Colron wastes no time getting it off the battlefield immediately. He'll push through a further 2 damage. Second always watching, but Tyler probably flooding a bit here. He's up to 5 lands and we've only seen 1 creature. 3 cards left in hand. On the bright side, when his creatures do come down, they're going to be pumped big time from the always watching. And here's another one of the new cards from Colron. It's Nihab the Eternal, 3 Afflict. So on his combat phase, his post-combat phase, so at main phase, he gets 1 red mana for each damage done. So the Mentor did 2 damage that time, so it floats 2 red mana, but he doesn't have any 2 red mana spells this turn. And Crested Sunmare is another one of the new cards. It's going to be a 7/7. This is potentially very good if Tyler can gain life. He gets a 5/5 horse at the end of the turn, and the horse is given indestructible from the Sunmare. But if Colron wants to, he can discard a card to push through damage from Nihab, and then we'll see 4 mana float. So he potentially has access to 9 mana here. Just thinking about what he wants to do. I'm guessing between using Key to the City to push Nihab through, or to just simply kill the Sunmare if he's got the kill spell. This is a big turn because Tyler's down to 14 life and he pushes the 2 creatures. He's going to drop to 8, so he's taken damage quite quickly. He opts for the discard, probably to push damage with Nihab. He discards the Cryptolith Fragment this time. Oh no, he's going to push damage with the Harsh Mentor. He's asking the Sunmare to block because he has a flicked on Nihab anyway. It's a pretty obvious block here, so I'm guessing there's some combat trick going on. The 7-7 will just jump in front of the 4-6. He gets the afflict, so he'll do 3 damage anyway. Drop Tyler to 11 before combat damage. And Torment of Venom. Put 3 -1 counters on. And also Tyler's going to lose another 3 life unless he sacrifices a permanent. So because he's declared blockers, he could just sacrifice the Sunmare. But he chooses not to. I think there's a misplay there from both players. And because of the floating mana, he now casts Live Fast, draws 2 cards, and he'll pass the turn. Oh, sorry, the Tyler could have discarded a card rather than sacrificing as well. Fragmentize is probably not what you want here. Staring down 6 damage on the board, but we've seen here's a lifelink and a Lone Rider. But it's just sort of a chump blocker at this stage. Oh no, it's not, sorry, the Always Watching gives it the pump. We've seen from Colron, he's got plenty of combat tricks, so Tyler's not safe from any Harness Lightning to remove the Lone Rider. And there's a concession from Tyler.